And welcome to issue 136 of NerdFlow Podcast. I am Royalty Gaming. We got Dope in the building.
What up, what up?
We got Tink in the building.
What it do?
We got Young Fly in the rest.
Why this notice?
And we got Briario. Oh, you just ain't gonna say nothing?
I think we got Briario.
And we got Briario.
It's like every time I introduce you on the show, you always shame me. Like, don't say nothing. You either be on mute or something.
Yes,
You still ain't saying nothing.
I know, right?
Oh my gosh.
Man, let that Doja Cat situation go, bro.
For
Oh
real.
my god. Oh, that's
Came in with the mean intro
that's
and
what
man
he
was
was
just
mad
quiet.
Yeah, he was mad about Doja Cat.
OMG.
You don't know the side of the mic, arms crossed.
Oh gosh.
Hey, I watched her video though, because videos aren't as prevalent. And I watched that what's the name of the song? That Juicy. Whatever. The song she got with Tiger.
Yeah.
She just talking in that song like her ass just magnificently fat. But yeah, you just got like you really got just a little hips or whatnot. What I missed?
It's like these are not. We didn't even know you left.
Right.
We introduced you and everything. You didn't say nothing.
Ain't gonna pop in what I missed.
What I missed.
The intro.
Oh man.
All right, man. First and foremost, if you are new to NerdFlow Podcast, this is a podcast all about pop culture, anything from video games, anime, comic books, pro wrestling, TVs, movies, you name it. We talk about it on this show. First and foremost, if you would like to follow us, like or subscribe to any of our social media pages, you can search NerdFlow or NerdFlow Podcast. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. In addition to that, we also got a Facebook community page where you can get all the latest news in all those categories I just named previously. And you can, converse and do stupid stuff with like-minded people because we have fun in our community. In addition to that, we also got the Teespring shop. You can go to teespring.com/nerdflow. The links for that will be in the description of the show, whatever podcast platform you like to listen to us on. And you can get 50% off a NerdFlow t-shirt by using the code NF2020. In addition to that, you also got the affiliate program with superhero stuff. So if you want to go buy some nerd stuff, anything like that, you can use our special link, and whatever you purchase through superhero stuff, we'll get a special kickback, and that helps out the show.
So by using our code NF2020, you're getting 50% off. Now we know 2020 didn't kick off the best for 98.999% of us. And people been price gouging. Just know, NerdFlow got your back. We ain't probably price gouging.
Yeah, them $600 Nintendo Switches ain't popping, bro.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and snatch me a couple, because one thing this pandemic helped me realize is how loungewear deficient I am. I don't got shit. I got like 2 pair of sweatpants and maybe like 2 shorts. I be washing like a motherfucker. I need shorts, shirts,
like,
and
bro,
shit.
my entire
in jeans, nigga.
Okay, I realized I was told the other day saying white beaters are not socially acceptable anymore.
What are they called? Because that's what they call in my house.
I got a bunch of A shirts and like pajama pants, and that's been my like attire around the house.
What the fuck is
like
A
I've been
shirt?
putting on my Christmas pajama pants.
What's the A shirt?
A white beater.
No
His proper name is A shirt.
Ain't no way in shape or form to describe like an A.
Right.
It's more like an H shirt than an A shirt. I'm just saying.
Hey, I just don't want to upset the masses by saying white beater.
Look here, what's the chick name? Look here, Karen.
Hey, hey, let me ask y'all something. Not to get out of, What Summer Walker, the girl that was talking about she don't take baths and stuff?
Summer Walker is a very unique
so.
Boy, this need to be a
person.
video show so bad. My eyes went.
She is like the
Cause she
and
just
don't get mad, but she like the ratchet new school.
Azalea Banks.
But no, she like when she get in her 30s and 40s, she gonna be like Badu. Watch, mark my words, cause she already on that type of energy. You know what I mean? Like, if you really like look past all the ratchetness, she really be on some old yoni eggs in the vagina type shit.
Yo, but she posted a picture in her lingerie where pretty much her Fenty bra and panties and like blew up the internet. Like, oh, so she said she took a bath for this shoe, huh?
Yeah, she on that type of time for real, for real. Her and what's the other one? Janelle, not Janelle Monáe, Janae Aiko.
Oh, Gina. Yeah, she's always been.
Yeah,
Forever. She been around. She one of those people. She gonna be like Sade, where she gonna get old and she ain't gonna never freaking age.
facts.
Cause
Her and Big Sean,
bro,
they both
from
them.
when she's been looked the same since B2K.
Right.
And we know that's a long time ago.
It's a long.
We know Rance B look way different than he used to look in 2001. Just saying. Just saying,
That's
bro.
that bad.
It's
I don't
like
know, man.
it's certain people I be mad at though, man. Like I'm mad at Method Man and Method Man my dude, but like go look at Red Man and go look at Method Man and you be like, damn Red. But
Yeah, Red
damn,
looking like a
Meth,
fool.
like why you still got your whole hairline, Meth? Why
I
you
ain't mad
still
at
look
him.
like you supposed to be sitting on the porch with your hair sprawled out with the white eye, talk about, singing the song with Mary J. Blige. Like he looked older back then.
And freaking now still in the gym lifting weights too.
Yeah, it's a whole story behind that white eye, but I ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole. He said he didn't want, because he was becoming like a heartthrob or whatever, popular with the ladies, and he wanted to remain grimy, so he would do stuff intentionally to look grimy, so he wouldn't get that moniker as
When that nigga cut his hair and started rocking a fade, and he started doing that act when he started acting, that's what killed that whole grimy.
Look at the speaking of, has any of y'all ever watched the Wu-Tang show?
Yeah,
on
wait, the one on Hulu or the doc?
No, the Hulu
I didn't
one.
see the one on. I didn't see that one.
I still ain't seen the one on Hulu.
Bro, okay.
No.
I need y'all to take some time and watch it. It is so good. It is so good.
Yeah,
It's
I've been
good.
meaning to
It's, it's really good.
Like Atlanta good or
Yes. No, it's good. It's definitely
It got Dave East in there, right?
Yeah, you got Dave
He
East
plays
as Method Man. You get confused for a little bit because you're trying to figure out, because when you watch something about biopic, you're trying to figure out, okay, this is so and so, this is so and so. So they get called by their government name, because Wu-Tang Clan, you ain't never heard them boys by their government name. You done heard about the Wu-Tang Clan name.
I know the RZA, the Jizza,
Right.
Raekwon, the Chef.
Bro, you got to
Method
start
Man,
the whole time
Old
I'm
Dirty
watching the show.
Bastard.
I'm like wiki and name, government names, trying to figure out who is this. So,
Well, you
but
find
yeah,
out your favorite rapper
Ghostface
name, you
Killer's
be like,
there.
damn.
Method Man, of course.
Hold on. Who was your biggest, my biggest, learning somebody's real name, my biggest disappointment? It really disappointed me when I learned this man's real name.
Who?
T.I. When I found out T.I. name was Clifford.
Clifford Harris. I was like,
Must
bro,
be
we might
having
relate.
it. Be Javion, Claytion, Bell.
Oh, you talking about the game's real name? JCon?
Yeah, JCon. Like what?
Bro. At least the folks like Juvenile government name is Travis. You know what I'm saying? You got that nigga name.
Our real name is Jacquees. Jaquez or something. Like what? Where you get Travis Scott from? He said his uncle or some story he had mine. Like, might as well just go and change your government name to Travis Scott, bro.
Hey man, some people do. Shoot,
Like you change your name to a regular man's name, like
shoot, freaking Stone Cold recently changed his name to Stone Cold, like for real. Like Steve Austin is his like government name. He changed his name. He's like, I ain't Steve Williams no more.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll be that over Ocho Cinco. I mean, that dude changed his name.
Metal World Peace, bro.
Metal World. Come on, man.
All right, y'all. Let's get on topic.
All right. All right.
Oh man. All right, y'all.
But you can't have you can't use your government name and just make it sound cool. Your name can be Andre Benjamin, then you say Benjamin Andre or Andre 3000 or Dookie or however you want to go, however many aliases you got.
I don't know about that last one, bro, but
you don't know which like hey y'all, like his Dookie, the one that's called Dookie is his persona, is his drum playing persona.
That's the drummer's name. Wow. Okay. All right. That part I didn't know. Kind of wish I didn't, but anyway. All right, so let's get into things, man. We got a lot to talk about. Of course, this week we're gonna be definitely be talking about the Snyder Cut, because that was like the biggest news out of this week. But we're gonna first kick off with the next Call of Duty 2020 is going to be Black Ops, and the rumor has it that it's going to be in the Cold War era. I mean,
I might let that one rock. I may go get that one, but like my thing with Call of Duty is, am I the only one that was a fan of the original Metal Gear Solid?
No.
The original, or
wait, the one on NES, or
no? We ain't talking about those.
Talking about the PlayStation demo when you're in the crate yard.
The one with the ketchup bottle.
in the boxes.
Yeah, we gonna say, when we really got introduced to Snake.
Metal Gear Solid 2.
Like I want a Call of Duty game where when you playing like the camp, because like it feel like all Call of Duty campaign modes are trash. So you just get it just to play the multiplayer.
Whoa! Did you play the latest one campaign? Because that's you almost be in there like Snake. Like
I ain't got I ain't got the newest one.
Model, you got to play that campaign, because if you want some espionage type stuff and you going in them houses and it's like you on some real like, I gotta go hunt these dudes down, and you in this like night vision, and you gotta, we got mothers jumping out at you with guns, like it get deep, bro. So yeah, I'll say pick it up when you can and play through the campaign if you on some shit like that, for real.
Yeah, because that's what I've been looking for. Like it's all like I was getting my feel with it with Assassin's Creed, just to sneaking around but you kind of like want to, instead of trying to roll up and just stab or jump somebody from behind, you kind of like want to sneak around and double tap a nigga.
Yeah, and this one it be stuff kind of like that, on some espionage type stuff. Now, I mean, as far as the storyline go, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of convoluted to me, so it's hard for me to follow along. But I go along and I have fun. Like this one, I really had fun playing that campaign, Modern Warfare.
Okay.
So I think you would too.
I gotta play it.
But I mean, as far as this though,
I said I gotta play the story. I said because there's so many modes, and because they got Warzone and they got multiplayer, so it's like they got a lot of stuff.
Gotta play that. But speaking of rumors and speaking of Warzone, y'all know about the rumor on that, right?
What about Warzone supposed to stick around? I know for sure it's sticking around.
But they're saying the rumor is, which is fire, that Warzone is going to be the place where all the storylines from all the series, from like Black Ops and Modern Warfare, where they come in and meet. So Warzone is going to be the central point where all these storylines kind of collide somehow. I heard that was a rumor, and if that's true,
I can see how that's a thing.
That shit is dope.
Because they really could take it from a standpoint, because everybody's doing the whole like heroes thing. It's like characters, and so all they got to do is just take whatever characters they create out of Black Ops and just toss them straight into Warzone, and then you have those characters in there. So I can see how they do that.
Right, that'd be dope.
Yeah, I like how Apex is now with this the new chick what's her name? Lola. How they have a quest going on and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, I see y'all Respawn trying to.
Yeah, she's fire, man. They did her good. The only thing they need to buff on her is they need to make her bangle thing that she throw. They need to make that a little faster, but they can tweak that. But yeah, she's gonna probably, if they do that, if they buff that, she'll probably be in contention with Wraith, because Wraith is like the popular.
Yeah.
When you get in one-on-ones, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. She can escape quick. So,
some other news in gaming. Valorant will be going live on June 2nd, so it will be out of beta. So they'll be coming with a they say they'll be coming with a new mode and some new characters. So
that's cool. I hope they slap a coat of paint on there and make it polished. Since everybody's comparing it to Overwatch and whatnot, I think they need to go ahead and slap that gloss coat on there, because I don't know, it just looks kind of. I can't get into it fully. It's fun, but I can't get into it fully because it got some kind of, I don't know. It's not shiny enough, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
it plays well, but it's kind of dusty.
The nigga look shiny to me.
It's fun though.
You gotta. It's a different type of play a little bit sometimes too, man. You just can't go in that mud just like straight. I'm ready to shoot. Nah, bro. You can get popped. You gotta hug them corners, bro.
Exactly.
So
very CS:GO like.
Yeah. Yes, very much so. Some people say CS:GO does feel better though than Valorant though. From a play standpoint, I never played CS:GO, but that's what I've heard. Ruby Rose, mostly known for playing Batwoman on the CW, she is no longer Batwoman. She is bowed out of the role. And season 2, we don't have a Batwoman right now. Which is kind of shocking because, I mean, we've never, at least the CW shows has never had somebody. People have been replaced from a pilot. From a day one pilot to the second episode or something like that, and people barely even notice that part half the time. Shoot, people even a lot of people don't even realize this. If you look at the pilot for Flash, the Star Labs team is completely different what they showed on Arrow to what they showed in the actual pilot. They're two different people. It's not Cisco and Caitlin. But yeah, so. What are our thoughts on this? I mean, I was kind of caught off guard. I was like, wait, what?
Well, she didn't know how much work it would actually be into putting into a TV show. So I think she was excited, but she didn't know how much work it'll be. Like with a movie, you just go in, do your part, and then you be back in your trailer in the next 30 minutes. But with the TV show, this is you have to be here every single day. This is almost like a real job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she said, that's the reason why she left. She said she didn't really like the long work schedule. And then on top of that, she got injured during the show. She had some type
That's what I heard.
Some type of spinal injury that she had got from a stunt or something like that she did too as well. But a lot of people saying it's mostly because of the type of schedule that it was. It's well, go do movies then, girl. I mean,
I'm just tripping that how you turning down work in the pandemic? I guess it ain't affecting her.
That's better than signing up to be Batman and not even trying to work out.
We're not talking about Batman right now. We will continue to talk about Batwoman.
It's close to the subject.
I know. One's a movie, one's a TV show.
He had to throw this.
He had to pour the salt all over it.
Young was gonna bring this topic too late.
I'm just saying. You cannot that's almost a requirement. Just like when you born, it's almost required that you breathe. When you sign up to be Batman, it's required that you work out.
I don't know, man. I don't know, because Fat Thor was kind of a mood. You know what I'm saying? Dad by Thor was lit.
but he had worked out in previous stories.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
He just come out the gate being a scrawny ass Thor.
Dog, Dad by Thor, man, said, "See me,
Let's call him. His name is Bro Thor. Bro Thor.
bro." Thor.
Oh man. But yeah, so I mean that's primarily the reason why. So here's the biggest question. We got a recast. Who? I know the young lady from Brooklyn Nine-Nine is like throwing her name in the bucket like hard. Let me see. I know what she looks like, I just don't know her name. I watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine like in the beginning and I fell off.
Shout out to Andy Samberg.
I don't last long with no shows that's on Fox.
Well, Fox don't last long with shows on them at all anyway. Stephanie Beatrice, she wants to play new Batwoman.
Beatrice Brian Baby Bubble.
She is known for, let's see what she's known for. She's played in the Lego movie, 2. Let's see. Of course we know
Okay, so she just voiced those. She didn't play in it.
I mean, she's done a lot of animated stuff. She hasn't had any like super big roles. Let's see. I'm still looking. She's done a lot of animation work for the most part. Did some Netflix show I never heard of. Yeah, I mean, aside from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, this will be, and she was on Modern Family from 2009 to 2020. So.
As who?
Let's see. Who you play on Modern Family, girl? Let's see.
Moment of silence, people.
Like, man, I'm a bit trying to.
I wanted to know too.
You know what though? The girl that played the oldest daughter.
Some chick named Sonya.
Okay, I don't know. But the girl that played the oldest daughter in Modern Family, Phil and first of all, have y'all watched Modern Family?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Phil and them oldest daughter, like, don't she look like just like a newer Mila Kunis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Mila Kunis she kind of a thug though.
Well, like when you think about the way she act on that '70s show and how I'm trying to think of what's her name on Modern Family.
Haley.
But Haley, yeah, because she Phil and Claire's daughter. Yeah, like she act just like Mila Kunis did pretty much in that '70s show.
Yeah, she kind of, yeah, I can see that. That's it a little bit.
Self-absorbed, they weren't rich, but she acted like she was rich. Well, her granddad was rich, so I don't know, however you want to take it.
Mila be looking high as hell.
Privilege.
Yeah, I don't know how she would. I'm just looking through some of her stuff. I'm like, I mean, she could surprise me. I don't know. I almost kind of felt like Ruby Rose was kind of perfect to play the character, but
They gonna get old girl that play in what's the name of the trilogy of movies that came out? What's her name?
Who?
Mila Jovovich.
Oh no. No.
Yeah, I know what's the name of the movies. What they call
Resident Evil?
No, not her.
Oh, her.
The other movie when they put their 2 fingers up and they be saluting and they had the violent they had
Hunger
Games.
Yeah, Hunger Games.
Oh no. They ain't even want her playing Mystique, bro. Come on now. I'm just being real. They didn't want her to play Mystique.
I mean, when you get
What's that extra
like
name?
the thing is, you got to look at who the original Mystique was, and then you came with her.
Well, the makeup game was kind of poor as well, but that's not
That too, but like the only thing she got to do is be athletic to play Batwoman.
Yeah,
We not-
but I doubt
we
she
not
would do.
gonna-
It's not a cool thing because see, okay, this is not the era of like A-list actors going to do TV shows. That was an era during
Who
the
said she was A-list?
Dude, I mean, just because you may not think that from in the realm of Hollywood, she's up there, and
Jennifer.
it's not really a thing for like currently right now. It's not a thing for higher level actors to be doing TV shows right now, because there was a point where that was like a thing where you were just seeing like certain people you wouldn't expect to be on TV sitcoms, and they were. So right now it's like for the Batwoman thing. It's just gonna have to be some nobody out of nowhere. Honestly, it's gonna have to be somebody we never heard of. It's the easiest way to really do it.
They need to reverse Viv the situation and just throw somebody.
Well, they probably
they could have like rewrote the Alice script since it was two Alices and just like made one of the Alice's Batwoman.
Maybe. I mean, they probably can try to make Crisis seem like that's the reason or something like that. Sticking with Batwoman and CW, last episode of Batwoman, spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen I haven't seen it, but that's just some things I kind of came across. I think I mentioned to y'all Hush was on Batwoman. And I saw the character in name get introduced, and I was like, oh, they even brought on here. I'm like, what that's gonna turn into. And then I saw a screenshot of the face wraps, and I'm like, oh, he on there. So evidently, Batwoman has introduced Bruce Wayne because he took off the wraps at the end of the episode.
So wait a minute.
Yeah.
So Bruce Wayne is
So Kevin Conway is playing in the show now?
No. I don't know. I need to see what this looks like. But they say it's Bruce Wayne. So I don't, because remember,
I'm confused.
It can't be Kevin Conley because that's the old version. Who is this young person's face that he's taking that's supposed to be? I need to see this. I'm gonna load it up. I'm gonna watch it. I gotta find this out. I gotta see this. But I'm kind of really happy that they put Hush in a TV show finally. And I remember they teased him in Gotham as a little kid, and in the first like season 1 or 2 of Gotham. And I'm like, that didn't turn into nothing. So
man, the series finale of Gotham was so disappointing.
I started watching, I think the season that Mr. Freeze showed up, like at that episode.
Because they showed Batman just standing on the building and the wind blowing the cape, but they didn't do a close up on him or nothing.
They hit a Smallville.
Yeah, that's what they did, a Smallville.
They hit a Smallville on y'all. That's one reason why I was just kind of like, this show was supposed to be just about Commissioner Gordon, and y'all really turned it upside down and made it something else. It's like,
Because when Gotham went under siege, you had your Birds of Prey faction, the Penguin had his own faction, and that's how Bruce ended up leaving and coming back when Gotham was like in trouble or whatnot, and that's why he became Batman.
yeah.
And the way they was setting it up, like they was just like a year, like Bruce had left when he was looked like he was about 16 or 17, and when he came back, it was just like it was supposed to be like a year or maybe 2 later, and like he in full Batman garb, like you ain't really trained like with the League of Shadows that fast and all that. Nah.
I think even in Batman Begins, it was like a year or 2 or something like that, or maybe like a year.
Nah, when Bruce left in Batman Begins, he was a teenager, and when he came back, he was like in his late 20s.
Oh, I don't know how long. I don't know how long that was. I can't remember. I mean, I know he was young when they showed it in the. Well, he was portrayed as young when he went away. Well, I think they did it for just a longer period of time because it was Batman Begins, honestly. But I don't know. I don't know from the comic book part. Let's see. HBO now. So HBO Now, HBO Max. I'm so used to saying now because that's what's been around.
Which I think I'm getting for free without a subscription.
So has HBO combined with Cinemax now? Is that what I missed?
No, that's just what they're calling
It's
it.
a streaming service.
It's a streaming service. It's not what it's not. It really has nothing to do with Cinemax at all. It's just that's what they're calling
it's
the
like
service.
they got TV shows, they got HBO movies, and like it's just like it got a whole bunch of stuff. It's pretty much like a Netflix that's owned by Time Warner.
So they pulling a Disney Plus.
Well, AT&T is kind of the parent, but
And yeah, AT&T.
It's okay,
But see,
so
that's why I
it's-
think we got an email from AT&T saying on May 27th, just download the HBO Max app and you have instant access.
oh, okay.
Hmm.
So HBO Max is getting South Park, and there's supposedly a date that is supposed to be coming. So we have South Park and Boondocks on the same streaming service. What else? Let's what's the lineup?
I know they
It's
bought
South-
Friends
it's South-
too.
What's they think?
They bought Friends as well.
Yeah, they bought Friends. They got Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. They're gonna have like the Game of Thrones. They got Watchmen. They're taking some of the DC Universe shows, which has a lot of people who have DC Universe kind of mad, and they're kind of mad about the whole Snyder Cut thing too. But that's a whole nother thing.
Is South Park still around, or is it in syndication?
Nah, it's
I ain't
still
watched
around,
South
bro.
Park.
I mean,
So they're
no.
getting South Park, not the syndicated or the past episode.
Who knows? I mean, depending on how it's Viacom. Remember, they don't play nice with nobody. I ain't even say everybody. I said nobody.
Because I mean, if they're getting new South Park, then they can they're already raunchy on Comedy Central, so it's like they can if that's the case, they can turn it up a notch if they want to.
Boy,
I would think
I can't wait to see what
one more notch.
I can't wait to see what this new Boondocks look like.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait. Cannot wait. See what else are they getting? There's a lot of stuff that's supposed to be coming to Max. I saw Stargirl this past Monday. It's a really good show. Like the pilot's really good. I will say this much though, if for everybody that's watched any CW show, they got the highest budget out of all shows. Even higher than Legends of Tomorrow. Because Legends of Tomorrow do like a crap ton of special effects now knowing they show, but no. Stargirl budget. I'm pretty
Agents
sure.
and Shield and they final season coming up soon, huh?
Yeah. I still say for anybody to go back and watch it, man. Like if you can get through the first 3 seasons, like 4 and on, man, it's like 4 is like the best, man. Ghost Rider, it's so good. It's just so
Ghost
good.
Rider. Oh
Yes.
yeah. Ghost Rider is what pulled me back into Agents.
Yes. That Ghost Rider, because that's the season that happens right. It actually, because all their seasons will pivot off of the major Marvel movies. So season 4 pivots off Age of Ultron, and so that whole thing with AI, with Tony creating the AI and all that stuff. There's a scientist in the show that goes way too far, and think of it more on the lines of like Body Snatchers, because you can't tell the difference between the SHIELD team and the AI. So it's kind of like that. And then you got Ghost Rider and all this stuff involved in all that stuff. Super good. Super, super good. Let's see. Okay, so speaking with that, with the whole HBO Max thing, man, do we think, okay, so Warner, AT&T, whatever, owns, they got HBO, what is it? Now, Go, whatever. They're one and the same.
One of them.
Yeah, HBO Max. DC Universe belongs to them. I feel like they're kind of cannibalizing their business with, you got 4 streaming services. Why don't you do like Disney and just roll them all into one?
More money.
No, segmented community. I mean, I get that some people probably say like, "Oh, DC Universe for the nerds," because they give you comic book access and you get all the DC shows, but you're not giving.
It's probably a server issue where instead of trying to put everything on one server, it's best to have different, apps. That way you can have independent servers instead of trying to maintain traffic.
Well, I wonder if HBO Max. Well, I wonder if HBO Max going to be everywhere because DC Universe is only in the United States, and they just I got an email about 2-3 weeks ago. They have like a points reward loyalty program with DC Universe now. So like the more comics and stuff you read, the more TV shows you watch, you can get stuff and all of that.
But I mean, them having you subscribe to multiple services as opposed to rolling them all into one and trying to discount that package, I think they're just trying to capitalize on their coin.
Oh, they're gonna look real bad with how Disney does their stuff versus how they do it. You're already kind of
like I said. I really think it's like maintain because when you think about it, like just think about this. Just think about this. When we playing a new online game, and then when the traffic and the servers get crushed on it, we can't even, even hop on the game or nothing. When the servers crash, when the server full, then it crashed. So imagine all them rolling everything into one app, and you got this much traffic coming in from all these people trying to use this one service.
So you think they hotter than Disney Plus?
I'm not saying, but they got more variety than Disney Plus.
I mean,
Disney Plus just got Disney products. HBO Max is gonna have movies, television shows from all across. Like they got something for everybody.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of that. Well, I'm just saying, I'm not either way or anything like that. But it's like I just think of the majority of what they have, what they're presenting, as this is what we have. It's stuff we've already seen. How many times we've watched the full run of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when it was on Netflix?
I'm just saying,
or for those people who watch Friends, for example, when it was on Netflix.
Those people who watch.
Yeah, so they're not really giving us, they're not really presenting us anything. Okay, so
but
really
what I'm telling you is, you have those people like me who, when I saw Living Single on Hulu, sat there and watched all the seasons of Living Single.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of people out there that's like me that do stuff like that.
No,
I went on a different world binge.
Yeah, like a different world.
Yeah, no, I get that. Because but I'm saying like a lot of these shows that they're getting were on Netflix or something before. They've already, you know what I'm saying? The only thing, for example, okay, so what would pull you into the show? Just give you an example of you yourself. The rumor is also that new Game of Thrones spinoff show is going to hit HBO Max. That would be something enticing for somebody to want to subscribe and want to sign up. Bro,
the way Game of Thrones ended, like a spinoff show wouldn't do nothing but probably give me gas.
No, I'm just saying though. What I'm saying is you're trying to entice me as a customer with old stuff that I've watched time and time again.
Right.
And you haven't told me anything new aside from what we're gonna just go roll into right now, which is the Snyder Cut. And I'm not even getting that this year. So I can just kind of like just wait till 2021, then I'll sign up. Because that's how I'm feeling. Yeah. I really am. I'm like, I'm not probably going to sign for HBO Max this week.
All right, so here's my thing with the Snyder Cut situation.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
So with the Snyder Cut, so we got news that we finally, after all the different picture leaks and like clips and people who were cut out of the movie, speaking up saying, saying it was just been this thing that's been going on for months and months and months, really most of 2019 actually. Just trying to say, why don't y'all just release the Snyder Cut? Just release the Snyder Cut.
So it's the same movie, just with cut scenes.
And
scenes that was put out.
I would, huh?
I'm saying, is it the same movie just with the
No.
it's different.
Okay, let me
they poured money into it. They poured like
let
20
me
into
let
it.
me
No,
spoil.
this a
Okay,
whole
let me.
different
I'm gonna
route.
probably spoil some stuff for you, but
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you how this is way different from what it is from what you saw. Okay, first and foremost,
Tell it all.
Darkseid is in the movie. He's a younger Dark. He's young Darkseid is what we've heard and been told in pictures we've seen. Steppenwolf was not supposed to be the main dude that was supposed to be, running everything, causing all this. He was in the movie. His model of his character looks way different than what we got. And he's supposed to be just a henchman. He's not nowhere prominent as he was in the movie that came out.
Okay, so
you got
this
that part.
goes back to what we was talking about 10 shows ago when we was talking about the Snyder Cut in 2019. So everything that was supposed to be that didn't come to theaters is what this Snyder Cut is going to be.
We have Iris West.
Right.
She was there was a young lady that was cast to play Iris West. She was cut out of the movie. She's in the Snyder Cut version. There's a rumor also that Darkseid kills Lois in this version. With Superman is not resurrected by Justice League. Darkseid, he comes there because he wants to resurrect Superman, but he works for him. That's where you get the screenshot that everybody was trying to debunk and say it wasn't true when you saw Henry Cavill in the black Superman suit.
Mm-hmm.
The black Superman suit is when he's with Darkseid with the long hair. So that's that part. Shoot, what else? This is like a lot of.
They show more backstory on Cyborg.
It's more fleshed out. Yeah, there's some scenes. Yeah, I remember seeing some scenes from that as well. Yeah.
When he was like in high school, how he became the way he is. I think it happened like right after his high school. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They give more insight on the characters instead of how they just threw them in there in the Justice League movie. Because a more detailed, longer movie, but it explains the movie better than what movie we got.
Yeah, because I think Zack Snyder got the feedback from Batman vs Superman, but I think he was put in a situation to just speed up the process, which was from again AT&T Time Warner to catch up with Marvel basically. And, somebody got you paying you millions of dollars to do something. I mean, take the money.
I don't even think that was his movie. Like, it was, I don't even think he even finished his own vision of the movie because didn't his kid die? His daughter died?
Yeah, his daughter committed suicide. This was right during getting ready to do everything to do the remainder part of Justice League. Yeah. It was somewhere around that part because they were saying like, "Oh, he got fired."
Yeah, so you can't really concentrate on anything after something like that.
No.
Yeah, true that. And so they picked up, because Joss Whedon did Justice League, and you would think Joss Whedon, who is well known for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the TV series that went on forever, and the guy who did the first Avengers movie.
Exactly.
It's kind of that's why I kind of scratched my. That's why I was kind of like at first I was like, some people were probably praising it like, oh, we got somebody new, we got so and so Joss Whedon because he has a good track record, and it made the movie worse. And now it's becoming to apparent that it's just that's probably what Joss Whedon had to work with. And I heard that a lot of Warner executives were putting that 2-piece in when they shouldn't have been, to cut certain stuff out, or to make it, or the biggest comparison with the Snyder Cut and the Whedon Cut was, make this brighter, because again, fans and fanboys, it's not like a Marvel movie. Well, if you read comic books, casual fan, they ain't the same. DC's always been darker. It's not gonna be ha ha he he. So it's like people trying to make all comic book movies the same. It's like they're different for a reason.
Those are facts.
It's like you never see something like example that's something that's really popular going on in DC right now, which is Deceased. You'll never probably see anything that of that level in probably in Marvel.
Mm-mm.
So it's like, yeah, but no, man, like the Snyder Cut, it's this would be the first time that a movie version got released over an official, of a quote, I'll put in quotations, official version of the movie. And a lot of people are saying if this Snyder Cut version is as good as people say it is, they might green light a Justice League too.
Or re-release that one in the movies.
Yeah.
I would actually go re-see it in the movies.
Yeah. So if it holds up, and it's like, because that's even a great example of so I know everybody has their opinions of Batman vs Superman.
Yeah.
But there's the Ultimate Edition of Batman vs Superman. The scenes that were cut out of Batman vs Superman should have stayed in.
Yeah.
Because it explained so freaking much. And one scene to me that kind of stood out the most was when Lois went to Afghanistan. And the scene they cut out was explaining why she went to Afghanistan. And in the movie, in the official version that we got in the movie theater, it literally skipped over that part. And all of a sudden, she just appears in Afghanistan. And we don't even know why. We just like, she's a reporter. She just goes reports on stuff. Like, really? That's not... And then with the whole court thing, I didn't even know why Superman went to court. Because they cut that part out. And then all of a sudden you see in the official version, the freaking courthouse blows up. We don't even know why. It's like, yeah, the executives were making stupid decisions. That's why half of them are fired. That was in that era of when Justice League was coming out. So hopefully we'll get what it, we'll get the right version.
And don't forget that scene when Flash went back to Bruce.
Yep.
Like he was sleeping, and he was like, the whole key to this is Lois. Mm-hmm. Like you don't even get why Lois would even be the key, because it wasn't in the Justice League movie to begin with. Like the whole why is Lois important in the Justice League?
Look, we just gonna cut that part.
Exactly. the main part, we just gonna cut it.
This is a pivotal part of the climate. Cut it out. Leave it. Leave this part though. Cause it was cool that the Flash went back in time and talked to Batman. That's cool. It was like, okay, really? All right. We pay you how much? Okay, I just want to make sure. So man, it's gonna be something. Though. I think it's gonna really put HBO Max on. It's gonna put HBO Max on a lot of people's radar for sure. For one, it's gonna be something that they're gonna have some fun with them servers that day. It's gonna be Disney Plus day one, but just a whole almost whenever the release date for this Snyder Cut is.
Oh yeah, you already know.
Yeah, their server's gonna take a beating. They better get ready. They better prep.
Did you remember when they released GTA just recently here on Epic Games Store
on Epic,
free? And
bro, they broke the freaking servers.
I had uninstalled the Epic Games Store, reinstalled. I'm like, what is going on, bro? And I was supposed to try to stream that day, and I was looking, GTA free, of course.
And
like,
the thing
all you
is,
had to do was wait.
The funny thing about GTA 5, the game is 7 years old, bro.
I know, man. I know. But I mean, but that aside, it's still like one of those games because it's like it's so much to do with the RP. You know what I mean? And it's still taxing modern day graphics cards. Like, you know what I mean? Like you still it's still relevant. So I mean, they squeezing life out of that shit for sure.
Cause I'm playing
got my
Dragon Ball Xenoverse on my Switch.
That's another game that's taxing the crap out of.
Yeah.
Like I had to remember, like, yo, this ain't just straight fighting in the beginning. Like, you got to really go through these storylines.
Yeah, that's.
I played the. They have a demo version which is called Xenoverse 2 Lite or whatever, and you get to kind of like go into the. I wanted to see how it was before I had picked it up, and I was like, okay, I kind of like this. So I just want to see what the fuss about because the game has only been around for how long? What is it? 4 years now going, and it's damn near current. It's damn near as current as in the current arc of everything that's going on. Shoot, Fighter Z just got freaking. Instant transmission. What is it?
Ultra Instinct Goku.
Ultra Instinct Goku. They just got him. Like, bro, it's like we so behind if you just gonna follow Fighter Z.
Okay. Oh, we all know it's June finna come up. Guess what? PlayStation finna do? It's gonna be the state of play. So, if you need to renew your subscriptions. If you want to get cheap games.
Oh that's right. They do run it in June. So this is something that we didn't have on the thing, but this is something that we can really talk about because like June is literally next week, especially for the gamers in the house. How do y'all think this is gonna look next month? Because I mean, this is in retrospect, this is supposed to be Coming Palooza weekend. Just FYI, we will be at Coming Palooza.
I was gonna say R.I.P.
Yeah,
it's like, gonna be my first time meeting everybody. I'm kind of
rip Coming Palooza 2020 for real.
Right. Hashtag. Add it to the hashtag.
For real. I might do that for real. I think I'm playing.
Add it to one of the hashtags, man.
But then on top of that, next month was supposed to have been E3. So. What's old boy name that does the game awards? Jeffrey, I can't think of his last name, but he's doing this thing called Summer Game Fest, which is like I think it sounds like I thought it was a partnership with IGN because I heard IGN announce it first before he actually did, but I think it's his project, and it's gonna be like a virtual it's like a streamable, I guess, to showcase all of the different games, but it's not gonna last just like, it's not gonna be just over like a week or so, like how E3 is. It's gonna be from, I think it started this month already, but it's gonna be from now until like August, where it's just games. I know 2 nights ago he had Ed Boon on, and he was talking about, they were just talking about, the new that comes out Tuesday, Aftermath, that comes out for Mortal Kombat 11. They were showing off friendships and all that stuff.
You know what, man? It's cool seeing certain stuff and modern day technology, but it was just something about, like, I went back and looked up the friendships from Mortal Kombat 2 and Trilogy, and it was just like even though like it's up to better graphics and everything, some of the friendships and stuff back then were just like cooler.
What you mean?
I don't know, bro. That RoboCop friendship is kind of throw. But I mean,
I ain't seen the RoboCop yet, but I saw, like, the funniest one was the new Sabat playing Double Dutch to me.
Oh, I seen that one.
Yeah, I remember seeing that one. Well, that's about the RoboCop's about on par with that as well. It's like his friendship is literally doing the freaking robot. I mean, go figure.
Goofy shit. So I decided I'm gonna go ahead and go to a pawn shop and get. I'm gonna just go ahead and get a little PS4, man, because I sold mine, to help get that, pay for the drone. Then I'm like, I wasn't playing it, but I forgot that Last of Us 2 and then Ghost of Tsushima. Now, I'm not going to get to experience these games and all of their quote-unquote 4K goodness, but...
And Ghost of Tsushima, man, like, I read today, there's a button to wipe the blood off your sword, and I'm like, what?
Wow.
Oh, that's right. Like you know, on Ninja Gaiden, like after you kill up a bunch of fiends, he'll walk, and before he sheathed his sword, he'll swing all the blood off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and get me a
Unfortunately,
little.
Ninja Gaiden is Xbox now.
Yeah. Go ahead and get me a little PS4.
Yeah, that's a lost cause right there.
Yeah, he is. He
Oh,
ain't been back on PlayStation in a minute.
Y'all
Hey,
seen
guys.
that PS3 that Gears was on? They used it was like a dev kit, and they was running Gears. Gears
Yeah, I
of War on
remember.
there.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was
They
cool.
had popped back up with that. I remember that too. I mean, I remember I saw box art and everything for it.
That's crazy.
So,
Hey,
yeah.
fellas, I got a question.
What was it?
Well, somebody had just asked. It's dealing with the Snyder Cut.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody asked, "Do you think they should also give a chance to the director who did the Suicide Squad?"
Oh, I heard about that. They say that there's an Ayer cut for Suicide Squad. No, not really. If the villain's the same, no.
No,
No.
because it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing at all.
Yeah.
Their enemies are still the same.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the same.
If the same villain is a supernatural villain, then no. If
Yeah.
Joker is only in there for 10 minutes, then no.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't even in there for 5 minutes, bro.
No, he wasn't. They say he had longer parts, and that's probably part of it too. I bet. Because he said there were some parts he filmed more. Well, they had 2 different versions they were gonna go with, and that was the version they went with. So, I mean, the only benefit we would really get out of a Suicide Squad re-release is just a better, different, and probably a better Joker if they even filmed him in a different attire. If that was the case, maybe, but that'll be the only reason why. I mean, in that sense, they can just do like a return, Hail to the King type of thing with like what they did with Mandarin, and just want to fix it that way, just do it that way, and just say he was the fake Joker. Just saying. If you want
That's
to do
what
that.
Birds of Prey was missing. Now that I think about it, a Joker cameo.
It did.
That's another topic.
But it
Didn't have
worked.
Joker.
They held up on.
That-
They held up
I
on
knew
this.
it was missing something. A Joker a Joker cameo or something would have been cool.
I mean,
To
Harley
me, it
Quinn.
was still successful without the Joker.
Yeah, Harley Quinn is probably. I mean,
Just to me personally.
she's been very. I mean, the character itself has been very successful. I mean, shoot, freaking! If nobody has watched the Harley Quinn show, man, what are you doing with your life? Because
Right.
it is.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
It is hella funny and hilarious.
Is it? I gotta check
Yes,
it out.
and straight up just vulgar all day long.
Yeah, now vulgarity plays a big role in the Harley Quinn show.
Yes, it's coming. It got picked up by Sci-Fi, so Sci-Fi will be showing the first season. So, for anybody that still uses cable TV, yeah. Do you think?
Nobody.
Exactly. Said nobody.
I do.
Says nobody.
I mean, I
What?
have.
You ain't cut the cord yet?
I have YouTube TV is what I use. That's what I currently have. So, I mean, I'm legit cut the cord anyway. I don't have a box of any kind.
Yeah, man, I cut that bad boy years ago.
Yeah. So, but yeah, man. Trying to see, but yeah. But back to the E3 thing. So, what do y'all think this is gonna look like, though? Like,
It's
what
just
we-
gonna be somebody talking with a bunch of people watching. They just won't be in the building.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm a PlayStation fan, but I am not a fan of PlayStation State of Play. Period. Like their little video things they come out with when they show. I'm not a fan of that at all. Not at all.
I think what PlayStation need to do is just do their own thing and like really put it out there and start sending out demos again.
Yeah, I mean, demos is a thing that I feel like games should do more often, and also game companies should do more betas of
Like let me see,
larger games and stuff. Or
let me
PTRs
see
is
how,
another thing.
yeah. Let me see how the game feel before I decide if I want to commit to it or not.
Yeah. No, there's some games that just definitely need betas, man, because I know I bought a lot of games on PS3 just strictly off betas that I was just like, oh, I like this. Oh, it got a shitty rating. Guess what? I still like it, so I'm still gonna buy it.
Well, remember they was talking about doing demos for all games on, was that PS4?
Was that PS4?
I mean PS5, excuse me.
They might go back to doing it because I mean it helped. I mean they gotta have the data and information that when especially PS3 was probably very known for doing demos. I think they had a section in the store just said demos.
They did.
And so I think they probably have the numbers of showing that the conversion rate of somebody playing a demo of a game and then straight out buying it. They gotta have the numbers for that to know the conversion rate of people like doing that. Right. So I feel like if they were to bring it back on, if they were to bring make demos more prominent on the 5, then yeah, that'll definitely help a lot of developers where it's not going off hearsay or because people. Gamers, y'all need to chill sometime for real, because y'all be wilding, and y'all don't even know how to make. Y'all don't know how to code, develop, or nothing. Y'all just know how to open your mouth. Right.
But I think with that wild theory, and I'm out on a ledge here, but that if they do that demo shit, is gonna be for data mining of the user somehow. They're gonna use that to do something. They're gonna use it. They already got your information when you sign up. PS Plus and all that, but they can probably drill down and see who's downloading what. It's gonna be something there.
Well, it's not a reason. I mean, it's always gonna be about information. Because at the end of the day, it's all about making money, and they got to figure out how to make more money. So it's always gonna be some R&D. R&D got to get their check because that's what they do.
Facts.
So I mean, they're always gonna want to drill down some type of metric, just like that one era in video games where everybody wanted to be a gamer and buy Nintendo Wiis. And yeah.
Right.
Not anymore. So, and we're in the era right now where everybody wants to be a PC gamer or streamer or play Fortnite professionally. So that's the era we're in right now. So everybody on lockdown, so everybody want to build PCs now.
Right.
So, how many people them shorted out their RAM, rubbing their foot on the carpet? But anyway, ground yourself.
Speaking of, I'm gonna have to build me a new one pretty soon here. I gotta build me a new streaming PC. My laptop is served me well, and it's by no means done because I take care of it. But I think it's just I want to do more. Like I want to add more to my stream. Like I recently got a GoPro, and I got this over-the-shoulder cam that I want to do now. I just need more stuff, I'm probably gonna build me a entry level like Ryzen 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm considering doing. Like I like my gaming laptop, but I'm like I need more. I need, and I'm my build that I'm thinking about. I'm going AMD. I'm gonna go AMD like graphics and processor because I've never had both AMD. I've always had NVIDIA, and NVIDIA's always giving me issues all the time.
Well, I will say this: NVIDIA has the NVENC encoder, which is kind of fire. So if you use Streamlabs, I would say consider. Is it going to just be for streaming?
Well, the one with the AMD is going to be mostly that's going to be the gaming PC, just because I know friends I've talked to, they say it's just way better on optimization with AMD versus NVIDIA. So that's what that's going to be for. And then the streaming computer will be, the streaming computer may be NVIDIA. I mean, I can go either way with that.
So here's the thing. So the thing with Intel is that helps you get by is they have that integrated GPU. So you can kind of get away with some graphics while your NVIDIA card is doing your encoding. Because AMD, their chips are bare bones. Like they're putting a whole bunch of stuff in the nodes, but it's like it's not a lot of. I hate to go down this rabbit hole, but it's not. You getting what you pay for as raw compute power, but don't get it twisted. Intel, as pricey as they are, they still have the better technology. Like they still pack more technology under that IHS, man. It's always gonna be for now. AMD, they're just like, we're gonna give you this horsepower, you know what I mean, and we're not gonna give you a lot of features. Intel is like you're gonna get not as much horsepower, but we fine tuned it when we fine tuned it. So the reason why I want to go AMD for my streaming build, but I still may look into Intel because of that onboard that iGPU they have, and NVIDIA is just because of the encoding that they have, and that's all I know really. I don't know. I did a little research. People were complaining about AMD with streaming, so I don't know. But I think that's just on a single computer situation. Me, I'm gonna have a dual computer situation, so it may be better. But and then ray tracing is like that technology, that the DLSS, all that technology is just unparalleled. Like NVIDIA
is technologically advanced as I am. I don't understand ray tracing, and people always tell to me when they talk about the new consoles, oh, it has ray tracing. I don't know what the fuck that is, and I don't care.
So basically, so what it does is it basically lets you get real time lighting, right? So it's when they're developing the games and you see the lights hitting off the stuff, that's not real time. That's already pre-baked into the game. With the ray tracing is like real time. So it's like, it's a weird technology, and it doesn't serve a purpose to somebody who's not really hardcore. It really don't matter, right? You know what I mean? But like, if you look at a game like Control, it's like the way the light reflects, and they just released something else with it. I got to read up on it, but like not just that, but this technology that they're releasing with the sound and with DLSS is like they're taking 540p images and scaling them up to 1080p, and they look better than a raw 1080p image. That's why I made a joke in the chat. I was like, they're gonna be able to put some edges on some of these Instagram thoughts, because that's how powerful the technology is. Seriously. It's like it's like somebody said technology or science, if implemented right, is indistinguishable from magic, and that's what this is like. This is like magic. My hats go off to those engineers over there in NVIDIA. They are doing some. I think they got a pact with the devil, because they're doing some sorcery, man. Man.
All right, man. Okay, so we're gonna bring this issue of NerdFlow Podcast to a close, people. We're gonna check you guys out for issue 137 on next Sunday at 10 p.m. Central Time. I am Royalty Gaming. You can catch me on twitch.tv/I'm Royalty Gaming. We got The Dope Gamer, where they can check you out at.
Well, you can currently check me out on YouTube, the Distantly Social Streamcast, but we are under construction right now, so bear with me. I have a Facebook group, Distantly Social Streamcast Facebook group, so if you want to join there, you can. We just talk shit about politics and social issues, gaming, nerd shit, whatever you want to talk about. So.
All right. And then also, guys, please make sure you guys check out our YouTube channel. So with every episode that records live, it hit straight to YouTube feed, like literally in minutes. I don't know how Sprinkler does it, but you know, you guys are awesome. But yeah, it'll hit the feed in a matter of minutes once we're done. Please make sure you guys subscribe, give us a thumbs up on the videos, and yeah, man, leave us a comment. You know, don't be too you know how people don't be too, you know, because you know how people on YouTube be, but that's beside the point. Yeah. But yeah, there's that. I'm not gonna go down that road. That's a whole nother episode. But yeah, man, we gonna catch you guys on next week on another one, and we're out of here.
All right, one.
All right.
Hello.
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all.